Something I want in the community. A new day I done, filled with opportunity.
Developing nations worldwide continue to be faced with the challenges of improving their economies and the living conditions of their people. Many of these developing nations have benefited from intervention programs designed to address persistent poverty. Jamaica is no different, as it seeks to achieve first world status by 2030 through Jamaica Vision 2030. The issue of poverty and its attendant problems continue to be a challenge. The mandate of Jamaica Social Investment Fund, JSIF, is to facilitate the empowerment of communities across Jamaica to address the scourge of poverty. JSIF also addresses Jamaica's social development challenges by assisting in the building of national capacity. This is done through the implementation of community-based programs across the island aimed at building social capital.
It is looking at the attitude of communities and how we bond and how community members bond. It is somewhat very fragile. Overnight it can disappear. You have these programs, people are bonding, and something happens and it seems to go up in smoke. But we at the JSIF and other government agencies who are trying to build this capital, we are never going to stop.
Among its activities, JSIF is implementing the second phase of its poverty reduction program known as PRP2. Funded by the European Union's 9th European Development Fund and the Government of Jamaica, the PRP seeks to improve the socio-economic conditions and quality of life of Jamaican people. The PRP2 places emphasis on the promotion of community safety and the reduction of criminal behavior in volatile communities. This is in keeping with the EU's emphasis on crime reduction in Jamaica through the implementation of projects that empower communities.
What we are trying to achieve here is part of a package of our strategy to help Jamaica defeat crime. And that means for us the implementation of the JSIF strategic review, the implementation of the justice reform, and for that you know that we have a package of $45 million in grants, budget support.
The 5-year PRP2 program, which began in 2007, has contributed to the improvement of the living conditions of the poor by providing access to infrastructure and services.
These very large PRP poverty reduction programs for a total now of something like 28 million US, and they are made of large projects like building schools, building roads, but also of GOLA now, this grants of low amounts.
Within JSIF's larger poverty reduction program is a sub-project called GOLA. The EU has also provided funding for this project. They, through JSIF, provide non-governmental organizations with grants of low amounts, or GOLAs, to implement sustainable programs in communities. But GOLA also has another meaning.
GOLA means something in my language. I'm Italian, and GOLA means something in Italian. And actually, to make GOLA, fare GOLA, in Italian means to whet the appetite. And I really hope that these GOLA projects are going to whet your appetite for peace.
Under GOLA, several NGOs have received grants of up to 1.5 million Jamaican dollars to implement a variety of community development programs.
This sub-project is supporting community-based organizations with their small-scale projects idea and has to date implemented projects that respond to a range of needs, including job readiness training, remedial and continuous learning, strengthening school feeding programs, and social capital building, which is so important.
One such GOLA program is a sustainable farming and school feeding program at Rennock Lodge Primary and Junior High School in Kingston.
It is a project that all our school community is totally involved in, and it's something that has even broadened how we deal with our subject teaching. You know, math takes on a totally different level when you're weighing chickens, right? When you're counting eggs, and when you're calculating how much you're going to earn from it. It takes on a totally new level.
What is being demonstrated here at Rennock Lodge is how we can use the resources that we are accessing to develop viable projects, and that can teach the youngsters that there are opportunities for them when they depart from our schools.
These projects seem to be working very well. We are now at the third wave of projects, GOLA projects, that we are now going to sign. But let me tell you, they work well because we have a very good person in Mr. Leclerc, but a very good person that works within a structure, an organization such as JSIF, that is indeed used to a constant dialogue with communities. And this is very important, and you cannot find this in many, many countries around the world. And this is why so many community-based projects in other parts of the world fail, because other organizations over there are not used to this continuous interfacing with communities, with local communities.
Jamaica, a beautiful land filled with promise. The Jamaica Social Investment Fund not only believes in Jamaica's potential, it is actively working to ensure that the nation's potential becomes reality, one community at a time, and is seeing results.
Mix money you spend, some more money can make. A new day are done, filled with opportunity. Yo. New things are built, me say. Old things are fixed. Gone past promises, cement and mix. Money you spend, some more money can make.